Hey, I'm back with my Thoughtful Thursdays, and if you've been following me on LinkedIn, I've been going on a word trip. I love words and I love the sound of words. The word that I want to talk about today is wonder. This was an assignment that was given to me by a big brand, and they had anchored the positioning on wonder. And I said, let me talk about it. And the most simplest definition of wonder is being curious about something, wanting to know something. And there are two important questions to ask yourself if you want to get onto the wonder journey is how things work and why things are the way they are. And if you are wondering about why I'm talking about wonder, is that once we go to school, we just forget to ask the question why, because the school just kills it for you. And adults need to get back wonder in their life, and the goal is to have a lifelong joyous being a wanderer. And therefore, how do you do that? The first thing I told you have to ask the question how things work and why do they work. When you start asking those questions, there are three things that will happen to you. The first one, you will discover anomalies. I love anomalies. If I'm walking somewhere and I see a tree and suddenly I see that this tree is not bearing any fruit, like we have a jackfruit tree, and this year it hasn't given us any jackfruits. And I was wondering why. Why hasn't it given jackfruits? Is the soil okay? Is there something wrong with the tree? And therefore, I began to wonder about the jackfruit tree. And similarly, next to the jackfruit tree, there was a big tree that fell off. I think it was a gulmohar tree where we were working. And suddenly what I've seen is fungi. They look like mushroom. But suddenly I'm wondering, there is life form out here. What's really happening? So that's my first thing about looking for anomalies around you, in your workspace, around where you are, and becoming aware and sensitive about your environment. The second thing, I think, this being wondrous about something is critical thinking. We have so much information that comes to us and we're bombarded with that. And we tend to believe it. Are they real facts? How is this happening to us? Why is this happening? And as you begin to unravel, you really, really understand that you're getting to the heart of it. So it also helps with critical thinking. And the third thing is, I think it fosters a childlike innocence. You see a kid, he's always asking for wine. He's, fiddling with something. He's touching something. And I have this kid that I've been watching. 2 months ago, he was touching every leaf that was there as he was passing by. And he made it about tap, tap, tap. And it was so joyous. The other day, I was sitting near the window and he was learning alphabets. So he was looking at the cars and figuring out the H, the W. Kid is full of wonder. And if we want to be lifelong joyous wanderers, I'm leaving you with a tip. The first day of the month, write down the things that you have seen, you've learned, you suddenly discovered something new. And write it down because you're updating your learning system. You're updating your understanding system. And that is why scientists are always looking for the unknown. And as practitioners of this industry of insights and research, we have to adopt this way of life, of being lifelong joyous wanderers. So if you like what I say and you want to know more and you like this curated distilled sense, then you know where to reach out.